Wanna go dumb? Yeah, I need that. We don't give up. Where my girls at? Wanna cop this Louis V bag? Born to slay, I'm counting up, talking to the boss. You follow my lead, yeah, I got the sauce. It's dripping off me. Forget the cost, your budget is cheap. But live it so lavishly, get it like me. Gold, gold, should I feel the gaze from below? Never chase, only choose what we own. But you got me, but you don't. No, no. Feel like you knew me from way back before. Well, it ain't like that no more. Hop in if I'm an old. Credit card, no limit, all of my girls win it, selfie in 1 minute, like lights, camera, action, yeah. Credit card, no limit, they don't know who did it, do it from the gram, pin it, like lights, camera, action. Running it, running it, running it up, running it up, 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 running it, running it, running it up, running it up, living a living now, running it, running it, running it up, running it up, 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 running it, running it, running it up, running it up, limit, no limit now, no limit, no limit, no limit, no limit, no limit, no limit now. Get what I want, like eeny, miny, mo. Ripping off tags, yeah, you must think this is a joke. Every time I pull up, kinda fruity like a roll up. I be sweet and sour, tangy, and I'm sipping on a cola. I be counting all my money like I'm an accountant. I be losing track again, cause I be moving the mountains like gold, gold. Shine my feel the gaze from below. Never chase, only choose what we own. But you got me, but you don't. No, no. Feel like you knew me from way back before. Well, it ain't like that no more. Hop in if I'm an old. Credit card, no limit, all of my girls win it, selfie in 1 minute, like lights, camera, action, yeah. Credit card, no limit, they don't know who did it, do it from the gram, pin it, like lights, camera, action. Running it, running it, running it up, running it up, 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 running it, running it, running it up, running it up, limit, no limit now. Running it, running it, running it up, running it up, 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 running it, running it, running it up, running it up, no limit, no limit now. Lights, camera, action. Lights, camera, action. Lights, camera, action. Lights, camera, action.
I know you have questions, I don't have answers. Clearly no manners, baby. I know you want it better, putting on the pressure. Cause pressure's gonna get the very best of me. I give a little something, doesn't come for free. Oh, I know you have questions, baby. Even if I try and try too hard, nothing's ever enough. Even if I try and try too hard, tell me what to do, say anything, yeah. Dive deeper, dive deeper, yeah. Dive deeper, dive with me, yeah. I know we could fly if we just try, if we just try. So come on, baby, dive deeper, dive deeper, yeah. Dive deeper, dive with me, yeah. I know we could fly if we just try, baby, try, try, try. You find it distracting, hold of our issues, rather die with you. We no longer talk when it gets hard, so it only gets harder. I know you were gonna get the best of me. Come a little closer, we can dive in deep. Oh, I'd rather be with you, baby. Even if I try and try too hard, nothing's ever enough. Even if I try and try too hard, tell me what to do, say anything, yeah. Dive deeper, dive deeper, yeah. Dive deeper, dive with me, yeah. I know we could fly if we just try, if we just try. So come on, baby, dive deeper, dive deeper, yeah. Dive deeper, dive with me, yeah. I know we could fly if we just try so hard, nothing's ever enough. Even if I try so hard. Tell me what you do now. Dive deeper, yeah, dive deeper, dive with me. Yeah, I know we could fly if we just try. So come on, baby, dive deeper, yeah, dive deeper, dive with me. Yeah, I know we could fly if we just try, baby, try. You will never understand what I went through. You never were a good listener. A good listener. You will never understand what you put me through. And you never be a good lover. A good lover. At first I believed I was the lucky one, but I was just fooling myself. Fooling myself. You think you can talk sense to me, like we are gonna be okay. We're not okay. So is this gonna take all night? Don't wanna waste no more time. Yeah, you're damn right. Already gave you my love once, but now I'm fed up. Gonna take it all back, 'cause we're a no-go. I know that I do better solo, so move along, forgotten shadow. Better get it right this time around. Yeah, we're a no-go. I know that I do better solo, so live along, forgotten shadow. Better get it right this time around. I never heard a silence so loud before. I'm gonna love every minute of it, every second of it. Longing for that sound of you being gone, so I can hear my thoughts again. Hear my thoughts again. So is this gonna take all night? Don't wanna waste no more time. Yeah, you're damn right. Already gave you my love once, but now I'm fed up. Gonna take it all back, 'cause we're a no-go. I know that I do better solo, so move along, forgotten shadow.
Do 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 do.
We're a no-go. I know that I do better solo, so move along, forgotten shadow. Better get
All right, let me make sure that everything's actually working, because you know me, I always mess it up somehow. Alrighty, so no more music for you. No more music. No more music, because Nier Automata has like a great soundtrack already. So no more music. I will play music if we do just chatting and all that stuff. But yes, it's a new thing. I'm playing around with all the music. Oops, I logged into the wrong game. I mean, you would think I'd be prepared for these things. Am I, though? Am I really surprised that I have failed in the one job that I have right now? No, I'm really not shocked about it. So we are not playing Infinity Nikki. We are playing Nier. Infinity Nikki is not until Valentine's Day, because we gonna be celebrating Singles Awareness Day up in here. Hi. All right, so we're gonna stick to just chatting while it boots up. So how have you guys been? It's been a bit of a minute, a couple minutes. When was my last stream? When was it? Da, 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 da. Okay. Chat, hurry up, show up. Where are you? Okay, so fortunately I have it here. Hi, Claire P and James. How you doing? There you are, showing up slowly. How have you been? I skipped out on you for my birthday. Well, technically it was after my birthday. My birthday was the 14th, but my brother is the most awesomest person, and his girlfriend is a national treasure. He is not allowed to lose her. They decided to treat my mom and I to an amusement park and a concert, and it was everything. It was everything. It was everything. But yes, so fortunately, after this week, you'll have content farmed from this stream. Cause I got all the shorts.
The commanders put me
All
in
the
charge of your
shorts.
maintenance.
All right. So it's still gonna be like slow trickling in, cause just know that I'm not ignoring you. Hi, Chasandy, and yes, you had me at Tifa and Nerith. You had me at them. Hang on a second. Hang on. Why am I getting bonked? I am on my best behavior. I am being on my very best behavior. No bonking for me today. Well, actually, no. I'm not gonna lie. I do kind of deserve the bonk. One of the many stories that I'll be sharing over this stream today, because I either have the best bad luck or the worst good luck. You guys be the judge. So I'm gonna tell you the story, and we gonna clip this for later. Energy drinks, because after this I have to get back to work, because tax season waits for no bitch. It sure as shit ain't waiting for me. Oh my gosh. Tax season. Okay, to all of my lovely people that are self-employed, how are y'all holding up? Because apparently across socials before it changed owners, people were like, hey, you legally you only need to report your taxes, you don't like have to pay them. And I'm like, don't go sharing that. I'm a bookkeeper. Don't go sharing that. That is my job. That is my bread and butter. And people are already trying not to pay their invoices. Okay, I should not be this broke with how many clients and how much I charge. All right, so we're going to try to remember what I was doing, because the last thing I remember was Omegaverse. And the only reason I remember that was because I spent a lot of time clipping my last stream. I clipped it for all it was worth, because I have to schedule out as many shorts as friggin' possible so that Daddy YouTube stays happy with me, because whew, whew, tax season is gonna tax season. So I have the thing over this way. So let me get resituated, and then I'm gonna tell you the first of my many stories for the. Oh, hang on a second.
I think we've earned a breather.
Kitten is
Say,
speaking.
2B, I was hoping we could talk about our next move. I'm worried about the damage we took in that last battle with the machines. Maybe we should return to the resistance camp to
Okay, hang on a
resupply
second.
and conduct maintenance.
Hang on a second. 1 second. Okay, because for some reason I just needed to check, because last stream I noticed that there were a couple instances where the audio doubled. So that's why I've got this earbud in, so I can keep an eye on that. Oh yes, I absolutely did pre-order the book, but because I had to go to Amazon Japan to have it ordered, and then I paid like a crap ton in tariffs and shipping. It costs more than the book, but I will get it. It will be here estimated around the 8th of February. So Dear Destiny will be in my hands. I don't care if I can't read Japanese yet. It will be in my hands, held to my bosom, and hugged, because it will be mine. I will not be dealing with mistranslations. I'm gonna keep fighting for a bit.
Keep fighting.
Roger that. Just
I
tell
love
the
you,
girl to do
kitten,
it, okay?
but your girl needs to level up. But yeah, so I have it pre-ordered. Oh, who's
Operator
who
to
dares?
9S. Data upload complete.
Roger.
I also have an incoming message from the commander.
Shiny.
Initiating playback. 2B, 9S. We've lost contact with several Yorha units that were on their way to the surface. Their black boxes are online, so we presume they're still alive. We've tracked the location of their signals, so I need all Yorha units on the surface to head over and investigate.
Okay.
End transmission.
I
Okay.
heard something about that back at the resistance camp.
Target
Will y'all
location
shut up?
confirmed. I'm worried about the other androids. We should probably
just
check
trying to
this out
talk
as soon
here.
as possible.
But yeah, so I have it pre-ordered, and I think... Okay, so I wasn't really joking when I said that I should not be this poor with how much I charge for my bookkeeping services, but nobody wants to pay their invoices right now. So the reason... So something that I was thinking about doing is actually like paying to have it translated so that I at least... Because Google Lens helps. I'm not going to say that it doesn't help. But I would very much like an official, like a certified translation of the book, because I don't trust Square Enix to not have AI do it, and also I have no patience. I want the book, so I'm going. I think I remember who had a paid translation of one of the Ultimanias, so I'm gonna ask her what service she used, because she said it wasn't that expensive, or at least it was affordable, I should say, because expensive and affordable, they're relative terms. So yes, I will have the book in my hands, held tight to my bosom, and I will only release it from said bosom when I at least have a translator, so that I can know what the book says. I'm not dealing with mistranslations. No. Nobody is going to be torturing me with a false narrative or having a negative bias. No. I am going to make sure that I have my content succinct, to the point, and ready for me. Especially since I have to finish my Cloud Part 3. Tax season allowing, but the new content means I can add it into the video, you know? Okay. Necromancer concerns. You know what? We're gonna pray and continue. Rest in peace. I'm gonna repair her. You know what? Raise from the dead, my sister. Are you going to be happy about it or sad? Okay, they're happy I raised them from the dead, so that's a good thing. So I'm gonna view this like a win. But yes, we are going to try and level up a little bit. We are not going to go against the moose, because the moose will kill us. But yeah, so like I mentioned, I'm going to try to get it professionally translated so that I can at least, read it properly. That's not to say I won't be buying the official translation if it's not translated by an AI. If it's translated by AI, I refuse. I'm gonna pay a person, even if it costs me more. I will pay a person. I refuse. I'm sorry. I refuse. Okay, giant pig. We're not doing that either. Alright, so hang on a second. We're gonna do the thing. Quests. All quests. Alright. Okay, so these ones are all done. So I don't have any... Okay, no, we're fine. Okay, there was a noise. Why is that a noise? Okay, we're fine. I have no idea what I'm doing, because it has been a while. It has been a while. Sorry, like I said, it's tax season, so I do have to be a slave to my phone. I know it's rude, but it'll only be until April 15th. And then after April 15th, I'm putting my phone away during my streams. Okay, what is this? No, we're fine with that. Nothing fancy, nothing needed. Fuck it, we're just gonna keep going. So when I do the translation, if I do, Because this is me. I have lofty dreams and goals, but do I actually get around to doing them? No. Because, you know, life's at me. So if I get around to doing it, the hope is that I will be able to narrate some of the
Looks like our
stories and
surface road's
everything.
been
You know,
cut
things that are
off.
not going to get me
Maybe we can
copyright
get through
struck.
from underground.
Go down the hole. Yep, we're going down the hole. Ooh, shiny. But yeah, I'll let you know. Like, I have you on my Discord, so I'll let you know.
So
I'm not
to
going to
read,
make any promises.
Those machines out in the desert look just like androids, right?
Right.
But we androids were modeled after our human creators. So why would machines try to look like us?
There's no point trying to work out unsolvable problems.
Okay, I think.
suppose.
All right, so just so you know, this light in my face is making it very difficult for me to see down this very dark hallway. Hi, Rydia. How you doing, beautiful? Yes, I'm continuing my robot murder journey, and it's gonna be great because I am homicidal apparently. What's this? What's this? Ooh, yes, gimme. Line up. There we go. But yes, I was telling to Sandy that if I am able to, people paying their invoices on time allowing, I will be getting my copy of the book translated. It is expected to arrive February 8th. So it is a resounding if. It is a big if, but I would very much like to do it. Okay, you know, that would help. I cannot see for shit. Hang on. No, I'm going to leave that on. Oh, goodbye. Goodbye. But yeah. So, anyhow, I must regale you with the tale that is my birthday trip. Oh, hang on a second. Thank you. Yes, I'm actually wearing pajamas. And I have my windows open because I was promised cold weather. Unfortunately, my family, I can't see. Where am I? Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, I'm crashing into walls. Okay, I can move because I know there was a ladder that I passed. But yeah, I was promised cold weather because everybody else got cold weather. But nah, I'm in the one spot of the United States that isn't cold. All right, so there's nothing else waiting for me. So we're just gonna go up the thingy. But anyhow, so I went to go see the Nothing More concert. It was great. So they were in Mouse Country, so Disney, like not Disney World or anything, or yeah, Disney World is the one that's here in Florida. So there was, so you know how there's like downtown Disney? So they were at the Blues something or other. It was great. The venue is amazing. But some of you may already know this. I have either the best bad luck or the worst good luck. And this has struck me before. And you've probably heard me say this before. Give me the stuff. Oh, hang on a second. 2015 Cinderella fact. Sorry, a reminder, I have the attention span of a coked out squirrel. I get distracted by shiny things. Tis an amusement park. I did that too. Amusement parks are great. They redesigned Cinderella's dress so much because of the ballroom dance scene, and during the official scene, the designer of the dress was sitting in the corner of the room yelling, "Don't rip it." Yeah, that sounds about right. Hang on, I'm not going to approach that just yet because that's going to start talking. And we are not going to kill the friendly robots. Yeah, that makes sense. As somebody that makes her own cosplay badly, Yeah, when you overdo it, you ruin it, the integrity of the fabric, and the fabric will
What are
win.
those? What the?
Wow, this is weird.
Very creepy. Look at this. This is very creepy. Okay, I will confess to something. When I first played this many moons ago, the amusement park creeped me the fuck out. And you want to know something? It still does. I'm like paranoid. Like they're gonna attack me, right? That was me the whole time. They're gonna attack me, right? It's gonna happen. Just you wait. Yes, Concert in Mouse Country. So first, I must tell you about the hotel. So, my brother and his girlfriend, they essentially paid for everything because they are amazing human beings. And the original... Yes, hi, Sylvini! Yes, they're very cute with their jester hats. But when I first played this, I was scared. So scared. Just so scared. Just, like, I was waiting for them to jump out and attack me. I was waiting. I knew it was going to happen. I was waiting. But yeah, so my brother and his girlfriend, they decided that in addition to the Nothing More concert, so my brother had been planning this for months, and he kept it secret. You're very creepy. And he kept it secret the whole time. What's this? Oh, it's a light up flower. Okay. And it was just like, he was adamant, don't plan anything for your birthday. Don't plan anything for your birthday. Because the original plan was, or at least what Mom and I were thinking we were going to do, we were going to go to like Busch Gardens because we have the season passes for there. And it's my mom's favorite park. More on that later. And we were going to have fun. But my brother was insistent, don't plan anything for your birthday. Okay, we're not going to. Turns out, like I mentioned, because I already gave the story away, he decided to take us to Nothing More. They are an alternative rock band, and they're amazing. I love them, and they put on an amazing show. And it was at this
Where does this
blues
corridor
club,
lead?
which it doubles as like a bar club, and it's a good, it's a small, more intimate concert venue. Machine on a break. I'm going to leave you be. Do not attack me. You are fine. I'm not going to disturb your break because breaks are sacred. But it was also decided that as a last minute thing, okay, apparently there's a little bit more backstory to this. I swear it's all relevant. So my brother loves amusement parks, and he and his girlfriend, they were telling us about the newest park in Orlando called Epic Universe. It is not as big as the other parks because it's brand new. It's only like a couple of years old. Actually, I think it's like, no, I think it's like less than, it's not even a year old, I think. Anywho, and he was telling us about it. And he was also telling us about how and like basically going over each of the rides and how awesome it was because we're all adrenaline junkies. But then he was telling us about one of the roller coasters, which is so intense that somebody died. And granted, this person shouldn't have been on the roller coaster to begin with, but somebody died on this roller coaster. So he was swearing up and down, Mom, you are not allowed to go on this because she has a failed spinal surgery on top of her medical issues. Like, she's got a lot of issues. So being on an intense roller coaster that has a body count is a no, right? So while he was saying this and expressing to Mom, you're never going to be allowed on this roller coaster. It's not going to happen, never, ever, ever, which is fine because I kind of agree. Because Mom was like, no, I'm going to go on it. I love roller coasters. If I die on a roller coaster, then that's how I die. And I'm like, think about me, right? Because, like, I'm already taking care of Neil. He already knows that I talk about him on here. I already have to take care of him because of his ankle surgery and what have you. I'm taking care of my dad, who will never get better. Hi, Toya. But yeah, like, my dad is never going to get to 100%. Every doctor's appointment, they find something else wrong with him. Okay, one of you was a shop that I walked right by. That's the back entrance machine. Here we go. Don't shout. Well, I'm sorry I'm loud. Don't judge me. Can I help you? Yes, you are a shop. I want to spend my money. Is there anything here I don't have? Liquid used for coloring. I don't know what it's for, but I'm going to take it. I'm going to get 5 of those. Yeah, we're just going to get 5 of them. I don't know what they're for. They might be important. They might not be important. Who knows? Yes. So anyhow, because I mentioned this and the fact that I've been taking care of 3 people, and I've been struggling, like, between taking care of 3 disabled people and maintaining my business and trying to human. I haven't been able to go to the gym in a while because I've been literally going back and forth and jet setting around everywhere. Like, I've been struggling. Like, if you were to see beyond this screen, you would be in shock and be like, how the fuck do you live like this? You are an adult in your mid-30s. And I've been struggling. So apparently, because as a thank you, they decided to buy my mother and I tickets to Epic Universe for the day after the concert. And I'm not gonna lie, I almost cried. My brother is the best. And I mentioned this in the previous stream, but just wanting to shout out my brother and his girlfriend again for being the sweetest human beings, especially considering everything that happened. Some of the things that happened was alright, so we get to the hotel. It's one of the resort hotels associated with Disney, with Universal Studios, Adventure, all of them, right? And when we got there, it was asked by my brother's girlfriend, hey, is it possible to have conjoined rooms with one of the rooms being wheelchair accessible? Because unfortunately, not all hotel rooms are accessible. So the last time I went to a hotel, there was a whole issue with that, getting an accessible hotel room for somebody with mobility issues like my mother has.
We're getting resistance signals from that building over there.
Roller coasters. So they told us, like, hey, because of your specific specifications, your room isn't ready yet. So why don't you chill out or chillax for a bit, and then we'll call you when your room is ready. But yes, we can absolutely do this. Okay, keep in mind, the front desk told us that they could do it. We waited for hours, and by the time, or not hours, I want to say we waited for almost an hour and a half, almost 2 hours. And it's just like, okay, the concert starts in a little bit. We need to get there at a reasonable time so that we can get to the ADA section of the venue, so that, and to not be stuck, right? Because we wanted to see the concert. We had to change in the public bathrooms, and we booked it, right? We were just like, okay, we're gonna book it so that we can. And we're just like, okay, just let us know when the room's ready. We were already checked in, technically. So, oh, hang on a second, shiny. So because we were checked in, it should have been fine. And we were told it was going to be fine. Oh, I wanted that. And so we decide, okay, we're gonna go. When we got there, unfortunately, we were a little late, so we were not able to get to the ADA section. So they kind of like scooched us off to the side so that we can at least have somewhat of a view of the concert. But again, because we couldn't make it, it wasn't the actual ADA section, so like we were right next to the steps to go to, because it was, okay, the club is kind of like tiered a little bit, but we were put next to where the stairwell was, so that, because legally they have to keep the stairs clear. So that would mean that even if people decided to stand, because it was standing room only, legally they wouldn't be able to block us. Keep that in mind. And because my mother was in her chair, and they brought stools for my brother, myself, and his girlfriend. Now, all three of us are busted in some way, shape, or form. Me, I have an autoimmune disease that unfortunately targets my joints, which means that my knees and my hips are in pain all the time. There's nothing I can do about it. I will be living with this pain for the rest of my life. And some days are worse than others. After driving for several hours, it was not comfortable. So, but they only needed to accommodate two people, my mother and my brother, because he actually had a visible disability. So literally, my mother stayed in her chair, or in her mobility device, because it's a motorized scooter. And my brother's girlfriend and I, we literally play musical chairs with these two stools, because they only needed to provide us these two stools for three people. My brother had his surgery, as you all know. Me, disabled, as you now know. And his girlfriend also has, she's on the verge of having both her knees replaced at some point in her future. We all busted. So it was kind of sucky that we couldn't make it to the ADA section, and they couldn't like muscle people out of the way. Technically, they couldn't muscle people out of the way so that we could get the more comfy spot. Okay, why are we dancing? Okay, I'm ready. I'm gonna have my ass handed to me, by the way. Okay, please do not hurt me. I am delicate. I bruise like a banana.
These machines are heavily armed. We'll
Yes.
regret it later if we let them escape. So let's take them out.
No,
I really think
no.
it's a good idea to
Kitten.
leave that tank behind.
Be
If
on
they're
your
confident,
best
fighting
behavior.
them is a waste of time.
Exactly. Best behavior, kitten. So, now remember how I said the steps legally have to be kept clear so that there is some egress. If there's an emergency, people know how to get out. And also the servers were able to maneuver around each of the tiers so that people can have their drinks, can have their food while the performances were having. There were like 2 pre-shows, and then Nothing More was the headliner. It was a great fucking performance. I cannot stress this enough. It was an amazing performance. But because of where we were placed, there was a pillar kind of like blocking our view. So we had to like divide and conquer. So we had a nice line of sight. Now, remember how I mentioned legally, they had to keep that spot open. That is why we were put by the steps. Why is it that people decided to stand on the steps just blocking the view? Like, my mother is not a small woman, okay? And her scooter is just not a small scooter. It's not small. So why are people standing in front of it? So, my brother was like a shark. Like, the minute something, like, you didn't even get the opportunity to, like, because, like, me, I'm waiting, like, okay, are you looking for somebody? Which was the case for some people. Are you looking for somebody? Are you trying to, I didn't immediately jump. But now my brother, he's all like, hey, can you move? My mother is trying to see the stage. Like, he was ready. Like, he was ready to, like, he would physically, and the reason he can do this is because my brother, my mountain troll, is massive. No one is going to argue with him. He is massive. Whereas me, I'm tiny. I am physically infirm, and do not ask me. Okay, I'm gonna let this person rest in peace. Oh, thank you. Oh yeah, this helps me more.
Analysis. It is a device that propels humans on rails at high speeds for the purposes of amusement.
Gonna let my robot talk.
It is referred to as a roller coaster.
I love roller
They are
coasters.
strange creatures.
No, we have fun. So anywho, he, like, the entire fucking concert. Like, somebody stood there.
Yes?
Hey, can you move? My mom's trying to watch the concert.
So,
Oh, sorry, baby. Sorry, kid.
so what do you think? I mean, if you want to call me Nines, it's totally okay.
I'm fine.
Oh, all right.
So my brother, he was on it. He was on duty that night. Like, I legit had a day off. He was not playing. And it was great. I loved every second of that because like I said, I am always the caregiver. And also I'm very conscientious of not inconveniencing other people to my detriment. I am a recovering people pleaser, and I'm in remission. So, in addition to all that, like I said, he was ready.
Alert.
Concert was
Multiple
great.
resistance members detected beneath
Security
this
every now and again would say, "Hey, motherfucker, can you move? Legally, we have to keep this open." But my brother, he was on it. Concert was great. We sang to the top of our lungs. It was amazing. But because we were late and because of the situation, my mom was a little grouchy. Because unfortunately, when you're disabled, you have to advocate for yourself because nobody pays attention to the fact that you're there. Nobody, like I said, she's not a small woman, and yet people are like standing in front of her, just like walking over her. It's just like, motherfucker. Yeah, my brother was not tolerating any of that. So because of that, she was in a bit of a bad mood. The concert was great. And the security guards were kind of hot. So mom did calm down a little bit by the end of it, but she was not in a good mood during most, or at least the two opening acts. She was not in the best of moods. All right, hang on a second. This boss fight creeped me the fuck out. I hated it. It freaks me the fuck out. Wearing the bodies of my sisters.
Don't say anything about a machine like this.
Yes, I'm going to keep my hand on this trigger because that is what I'm good at. Hang on a second. I will resume this story shortly. I must survive because I am a bad gamer. In fact, I should be wearing my t-shirt. World's okayest gamer. No. Come on, keep. Shit! Keep me elevated. Elevated. I know there's probably an easier way to do this, like a shortcut or some shit. I don't remember. I will sit down with the tutorials next time. Okay. Alright. Bitch! I'ma kill you! I wanna be hella faded! At least for bed. Okay, come back. Bitch! Where'd she go? Where'd she go? She is massive! How did I lose? There you are. Like, she was right in front of my face, but I had to finish my tangent. Okay. Alright. Yes, I'm gonna be bonking this boss. So, legit, like, now that I think about it, and I'm not as freaked out, since, like, she's not a new face, does she kind of look like a cake topper to you? Like one of those doll cake toppers? Why, come on, why, I do not want to be stuck in Ariel. Oh, that's why. Had to think about it for a second. Ah! Lady, stop! 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 getting notifications right now. You know, yeah. Coraline is another good comparison. Though I think, didn't Yokotaro, or excuse me, what? Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. That's my baby.
If we take hacking damage, it'll affect our bodies as well.
Yes, we don't like that. We do not like that. But yeah, I think it wasn't Tim Burton that did Coraline. It just looked like Tim Burton. Or was it Tim Burton? Okay, Bish, stop, Bish.
To be.
Don't worry, kitten, I'll be fine.
Those look like corpses.
The undead and demons it's all about like the impossible beauty standards just makes me
being
sad.
attacked with dead androids.
Wait, I don't think. 2B, I'm detecting black box signals. They aren't dead. They've been turned into weapons.
All right. This
I will
ends now.
quick. It'll be a quick and as painless of a death as humanly possible, or androidedly as possible. Oh, hang on, give me stuff. I'm sorry. I'm stealing your shit. But if it makes you feel better, what? Fuck. So anyhow. But yes, like demons and stuff that are about the impossible beauty standards of the world, they make me sad. Because it's just like, no, this it hits close to home, because like a lot of a person's worth is really like centers around how bangable you are. And yeah, being fat and ugly is one of the things that I've been told. You don't want to be that. You need to lose weight. You can't. You have to do this. You have to do that. You don't want to be like, dude. Can I just enjoy my burger in peace? I'm not ugly because I'm fluffy. Thank you, but it still hits pretty close to home, you know. Because it's sad because people have lost their lives in the pursuit of being beautiful. Okay, so I was correct. It wasn't. It just like happened to look like I just said his name, and yet my brain decided to Tim Burton. Okay, hang on a second. Like, all right. So here's another example about the pursuit of being beautiful. Damn it! You know the Brazilian butt lift, the BBL. If I'm not mistaken, it's still one of the most dangerous surgeries you can have, and it is purely cosmetic. It doesn't help you. I mean, it doesn't help most people. There are some people that do need have a benefit for having a little bit of an ass. You do need one, except you don't need a ginormous one. If you want one, I love it for you, but it is one of the most dangerous surgeries you can have. Okay, I got greedy. And it's my own damn fault. I got greedy, and I suffer the consequences for my greed. Yeah, so, and people have been paralyzed from trying to get a BBL. People have died from trying to get one. It's some cosmetic surgeries. And this is not me being against cosmetic surgeries. If you want one, you have every right to get one. But the pursuit of being beautiful is dangerous. Okay. Can you stop screaming? Let me put you out of your misery. Okay, come on. Can you just die? Die! Oh, I forgot I could do this button too. Or was it this button? It was this button. Oh, I forgot the spider form. Ah! Die! Come on, die. You're almost dead. Come on, it's not gonna hurt. I promise, it's not gonna hurt. In fact, it might even feel good.
Hot!
Affirmative.
Go!
Rest in pieces, mi amor. Rest in pieces. Okay, we're good. All right. We're good. We're good. Okay.
Thanks for the assist.
Oh, you mean the hacking? No worries. Us scanners are pretty good at that kind of thing.
Yes,
Back
kitten.
Back anytime.
Yes. Thank you, my dearest. So anyway, where was I?
Save those androids.
Yes, unfortunately, a mercy killing is probably the best way to go about it. I'm gonna collect everything. Where was I? Okay, she dead. She ain't coming anywhere. All right. How about you?
Sorry, 2B. Their circuits are fried. I think they were only being kept alive by that enemy.
Oh.
Sorry. Rest in peace, dearest. So yeah, anyhow, concert was amazing. My brother, like a shark, trying to, get people to stop blocking my mother. Because, I think after, the 5th time, my mom was just done. Because, a bunch of people kept standing in front of her as if she didn't exist. And it's kind of shitty. So, I do feel bad that ultimately it kind of fell to my brother to be the shark. Because it did feel a little bit like I was kind of like, my brother decided to assume the role of the guard. But part of it was also I didn't want to create a hostile environment because people, they get a little sensitive. But at the same time, advocating for mi madre,
So,
it's just oh, sorry.
What is it?
that machine had some pretty weird things to say, huh? It's almost like it had actual emotion.
The machines don't have feelings. You said that yourself.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, there's a creepy room in here. So if you are physically disabled or in any way, just any disability, it doesn't even have to be it can be an invisible disability, a physical disability, any disability. You do get infantilized, you do get brushed to the side, you do get ignored. By the 5th time of somebody standing in the way and already not having access to decompress in a room and already not being able to do just a string of bad luck. My mother was done. My brother, I'm sorry, I said my dad, but my brother is my dad's clone. My brother, okay. Do I want to go in there? Because I know what's through there. It's very scary. But if I talk through it, it won't be as scary. Let me... Can I have... Should have done these earlier. I'm torn. Fuck it. If I die, I die. No, wait. I fought a boss. No, fuck. Go back up. Go back up. Go back up. Belay this order. I want to go back up. Let me go back up. I need to go back up. I didn't save. Fuck. All right. Easy, right? It's set to easy, right? I ain't trying to impress anybody. Okay, how do I... Settings... Okay, I'm on. Hang on 1 second. Should I set things to auto? No. I ain't that bad of. Yes, I am that bad of a gainer, but you know what I mean. So anyhow, Mom was done. Oh, this place is creepy. But the concert was good, so it had us all in good spirits by the end of it. Okay, sister, you are. Oh no, shit. She's too far gone. She can't be resurrected. Damn it. So fortunately, though, it was nice and cold out. But yeah, the reason why she was so done, and she was like at a point where it's just like, hey Neil, don't bother, like, just leave it be. My brother was not gonna leave it be. Whereas like between sets, it was, okay, are you looking for somebody? Like I said, my brother was not. He was not waiting. He was not waiting. Nope, not waiting. So. Oh! S'mores? Do not do that. Okay. I misremembered this room being super scary. So, and here comes my really bad good luck or really good bad luck. So we finally leave. We make it back to the hotel. The room was ready by the time we'd gotten there. So we go to the front desk. And then they're like, yeah, so your rooms are ready. And it's just like, rooms? And they're telling us that they're on 2 different floors. Remember how I said at the beginning of the story? It was a little bit ago. But remember at the beginning of the story, we were told that it was possible to have conjoined rooms, which means that that there was a door between the 2 rooms and we were able to just go back and forth between the rooms. And one of them would be disability friendly. Yeah, the lady lied. She just lied about the whole thing. So we're like, okay, well, we were told that it was possible, and that's why we waited, and like we were late to the concert so that we could and we weren't able to enjoy the ADA seating because we got there late because we were waiting for a room that we were told existed. We were told we could have a conjoined room. Okay. And was not the case. In fact, they had us in 2 different buildings.
Hostiles.
Nope. Do you see that white flag?
I am not hostile.
Huh?
You defeated broken machine. You saved us.
This thing is awfully verbose for a machine.
We repay you. Come to our village.
Yes,
Could
I will
be a
go to
trap.
the village.
Still,
Nope, it is
we
fine.
should at least head over there and gather data, right?
So anyhow, hang on. I'll be right there with you, sweetie. Hang on. There's something shiny, and I need it. So yeah, the rooms were different buildings. So this resort had 4 buildings. It was across 4 buildings.
This way.
So it's just like, I'm sorry. That's not what we were told when we checked in. We were assured that, we were assured that we would have a conjoined room with an accessible room available. Okay. That wasn't the case. Keep in mind, this is a resort. A fancy schmancy resort. Like, okay, you don't have it. Whatever. They explained why. And then, because it was under my brother's girlfriend's name, she's all like, hey, I know I'm going to be... I know that this person is going to tell me the exact same information that you did, because it was a different concierge that gave us the information that we ain't getting our room. So she's like, okay, fine. I would very much like to hear this from the manager.
Oh, right.
Okay,
You wouldn't
that's
have
fine.
seen that before.
She didn't.
They're sending supplies
Oh,
up
hang
from
on a second.
Earth to the moon and the bunker. There are no spare parts or fuel in space, after all.
So, and even though it was going to be the same bit of information, she's like, I would still like to hear it from the manager because this isn't okay. She didn't raise her voice. She was very level. She was beautiful. Perfect. I loved it. And after
So
having
none of
the
machines, or the aliens who created them, attacked the bunker directly. They originally came here from outer space, right?
Well, there are a few theories about that, but no one knows for sure. Hard to tell what an alien is thinking, you know?
All right, there we go. Hang on 1 second. Is there anything over here? So, after discussing it with the manager, or the manager on staff at that point, they had informed us that yes, the concierge, the original concierge that gave us the misinformation shouldn't have said that, because for one, the conjoined rooms are first come first serve, and since we did not go into the rooms, which they didn't even have available, we had lost any conjoined rooms because of the amount of people that had checked in that night, or that day, I should say. But they're so cute. Like, I could never hurt them. I could never hurt them. I just couldn't. They're so cute.
They all have white flags.
Looks like they really don't want to fight.
Yes.
Hello. Before we begin, there's something you must understand. We are not your enemies.
2B! We can't trust anything the machines say.
Kitten, calm down, put the claws away.
This is the enemy, but... Well, anyway. My name is Pascal. I'm the leader of this village. Those who reside here desire nothing more than to live a peaceful existence. Look around for yourself. You'll see that it's true.
Oh, save. Yes, save. I'm a save. So, anyhow, discusses it with the manager, and because of the inconvenience, we got 50% off of each room for that night. So, this isn't the first time where I have gone to a hotel and something has happened that I either get free upgrades or I get a refund and still get to enjoy my time in the room. So, I want to say, like, the last 3 or 4 times I have checked out a room or been in a hotel room, something has happened. It usually benefits me, but the inconvenience alone is just like, are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? I think I still have videos from other times when my bad luck has struck, okay? Like, literally the last time, the anime convention I went to, the one where I met the voice actresses for Tifa, Yuffie, and Aerith, I got literally 2 upgrades until I had like a suite, like an actual apartment suite, just so that we could have an accessible room. And that's because the person that took over that particular hotel took it personally that we were having such bad luck with accessibility. Like, they were on podcasts for the what they put into their hotels that they've managed and the accessibility. So they took it personally. But I digress. So we essentially got free. So we essentially got mine and my mom's stay because we were in a different room. We essentially got that room for free. Like, we got it for free. So, like, when you mathed it out, it worked out. But still, it was just like, it was an inconvenience. My mom was in a bad mood. She was kind of like, so 2 of her medications weren't really working well anymore. So her mood was already pretty short. So it's just like, it sucked. Like, but we were able to check in. We were able to do the thing. But she was still kind of upset.
Excuse me. Do you have a moment, please?
Who? me? I don't remember. You? Oh, you. Yes, yes. Hi. Oh, crap. Excuse me. Can you please help me? I need to find my little sister. She's lost. And it's all my fault. It seems she overheard me complaining about how one of my parts was starting to seize up. So she went off to the desert in search of a replacement. It's been days now, and she's not back. Please, you have to help me. I'll pay you whatever you want. I will find your sister, and hopefully bring her back in one piece and functional.
Sister, huh? Still, it's pretty funny to hear machines talk about siblings. Do you think she just means they were built at the same factory or something?
Maybe.
So anywho, we essentially got a room for free, and that is my yeah, sister check. But yeah, so like I got us a free room because of my interesting luck. Yeah, is it gonna? There we go. Thank you. So yay, we got a free night. We checked in, went to bed. Like we went to bed like. We got back to the hotel pretty late, and we needed to get up super early because one of the reasons why we're at that hotel specifically is because we got to go into the park a full hour before of standard operating hours, which is pretty great, not gonna lie, and because we needed that. So we get there, we go to bed. The headboards for our beds were kind of like fucked up, and my mom and I are looking at each other. We're not telling my brother and his girlfriend this because it's just like it was already a night of complaining, and we didn't want to seem ungrateful. So mom and I are looking at each other like this is a resort, and it's beat up and ugly, but we were fine. Something of a relationship with you androids. In fact, I'm hoping you can take this to Anemone in the resistance camp. What is it? It's a fuel filter that she requested. If you take it to her, it should make it clear that we're a peaceful group. All right. Thank you. But anyhow, so everything is taken care of. We go to bed. The hotel, the way that it's built, it's got like I don't know how you would describe it. The hang on a second. First, I'm gonna go rescue the little sister. That's what I'm gonna do first. So it's got lots of restaurants. It even had like a cafe. Who dares?
Time for your regularly scheduled contact.
Why is she crying?
2B here. What's wrong?
Oh. There's this operator I kind of liked, but when I asked her out, she turned me down.
No.
Please, 2B. I don't know how I'm supposed to go on
Okay.
living.
It's not that seriously. It's not that serious.
I don't think I can stand spending one more day in this bunker.
You leaving would be bad for me. It would affect mission efficiency.
Are you saying you need me, 2B?
All Model B combat units require the assistance of an operator.
2B, read the room. Don't say that. Limerence is a thing.
Closing this channel.
She's gonna turn all that affection onto you, girly. That's usually how that works out. Okay, what? Why is there a red dot there? What's going on with this red dot? Oh, Quest, hi. Don't tell me you heard tales of a genius inventor and came to see me straight away, yes? Quite, I'm sure of it. Yes, yes. After all, I am the genius whose very name makes the earth itself tremble. Coming to me for advice proves a keen mind and stout heart, yes. Why, if you invest but a little in my efforts, I shall provide you with all the desires of your imagining. Well then, care you to invest in my life's work? Boy, elation! I'd not thought myself capable of such. And just between you and I, know that if you provide enough of an investment, I'll be able to provide certain dividends in return. Now then, what care you to invest? I don't remember how much money I had. I think I have about 10,000. We're gonna go 5. Very wise, very wise. A shrewd investor knows to strike when the iron is hot. I look forward to a fruitful working relationship in the future. Quite. 2 days later. Oh shit, is the sister fine? Eureka! I've done it! Feast eyes and senses alike upon my new invention. Alas, but sadly, this staggering work of genius has exhausted my funding. Would you care to make a new investment into my efforts? Joy, elation. I'd not thought myself capable of... Okay, we're gonna go with 25, and then we're going to escape this man trying to hustle us for money. 1,000 thanks for your investment efforts. However, I yet lack the budget I require, and so am unable to provide the promised material dividends. Do let me know if you find another opportunity for us to do business together. Yes, yes. Okay, I'll be back. So anyhow, we finally are on our way to Epic Universe. And the first thing that we had to do was, so this is another one of those, you know, things are not always going the way we need them to because ADA nonsense. Not nonsense in the ADA is bad, but nonsense as in nonsense. So Universal Studios and its parks, all of them, now require for you to prove and provide proof that you are disabled in order for you to get the ADA accommodations. So you actually do this before you go to the park. You don't have to tell them what your disability is. You don't have to tell them because HIPAA laws. But you need to explain, you need a doctor's note for one, expressing that, hey, this person is disabled for whatever reason. Which is, I'm sorry, an adult needs to provide a doctor's note. You should see the wheelchair, or excuse me, you should see the chair and be like, yeah, this person is physically disabled. But no. You needed to prove it, and then you have an interview. You have to have an interview to prove that you need ADA accommodations in the park. Do you not see the mobility device needed to because my mom can't walk. Like, she can maybe walk a minute or two before she needs to use me like a living cane. I am her living cane. Because she has, people would say it's vanity. She doesn't want to use a cane, but she does essentially need a cane. So the compromise is I'm her cane. But so we go to guest relations, we go through the thing, and we have the initial interview. And the only question they ask is, what accommodations do you need to be in line? Okay. She can't stand, she can't walk, so on and so forth. And they're like, oh yeah, we don't need to accommodate you because your mobility device is more than enough for navigating the park. Because each of the rides have wheelchairs so that you can switch off. So she can stand enough to get out of her motorized scooter to get into the wheelchair. So myself or my brother or my brother's girlfriend, one of us can push her through the lines. And fortunately, because the park is new, am I going the right way? I don't think I'm going the right way. Since the park is new, it is pretty, like, the lines are pretty wide. Like, you can maneuver very well with the wheelchairs. Like, you can maneuver pretty well. Like, I was actually quite surprised. But the thing is, my mom has claustrophobia on top of everything else. So when we were in the line, people were still crowded around her, but not as close as would be in the other parks, if that makes sense. Like, in other parks, you're shoulder to shoulder, like, there's no moving. Whereas these lines were spaced out a little bit, or like wider, so that there was some maneuverability, but there were still people hovering over you. Well, that's exactly it. So, Chasandi, this is actually why they do it, because there are people that game the system. And this is what's so frustrating, because since there are people that game the system, or they take advantage of their friend that maybe like temporarily wheelchair bound for whatever reason. So, hey, we have this mobility device, let's use it so that we can I absolutely went the wrong way. So yeah, people do game the system and pretend so that they can, skip the lines. And I get it. Like, they don't want just any Tom, Dick, and Harry to just skip the line. I get that. But don't punish the people that are actually disabled so that they have to prove their disability. It's very dehumanizing. Where am I going? Oh, I think I do go this way. So, it sucks, but it is what it is. It's kind of like the same issue where, because my mom has a medical alert dog. He was never trained to alert to when her sugars would spike or when she's about to have a nerve spasm. But he just picked it up and started doing it. But they're asking, like, oh, why do you have a service dog? They're like, a Chihuahua is not a service dog. I'm like, it's a medical alert dog. There's no like license or ID. You can if you buy one, it's really for show. It's not like a government body like assigning certificates or what have you, proving that an animal is a service animal of any kind. You don't even have to like get them prescribed to you. No, you can literally just have any animal, dog, pony, and I think there's another animal that you can use for like services and what have you, but dogs and ponies are the main ones. Or miniature ponies are the main ones, especially for mobility issues. But smaller dogs are especially useful for medical alert, especially for food sensitivities. My mom has diabetes on top of her other neurological, like with her hands and feet. And he alerts. He knows to get my attention so I can get her medication, and he will alert when she has a sugar drop and so on. And yet we're being questioned, why do you have this animal? Why are you trying to bring this animal into a hotel that doesn't allow pets? That was another issue that kind of put mom in a bad mood while we were at the hotel. And it's just like, no, this is a medical alert animal. He lets us know when her sugar goes up, because the Dexcom that she has in her arm, that's supposed to like send an alert to your phone. Hey, your sugar's dropping, your sugar is spiking. Well, it's not always accurate. So we have this dog that lets us know. Exactly. No, they're only allowed to ask is, does this animal provide a service? So yes, I didn't finish reading your sentence, Rydia, but you are absolutely correct. They can ask you, what service does this animal provide? Full stop. They can't ask you, why do you have one? They can't ask you that. No. And it's just like, oh, do you have like an ID or something? For one, IDs are fake for service animals. They're not real. It's a scam. But it is more for your peace of mind, because people think that there's a government body that is regulating service animals when there's not. Yes, there are people, and again, you have cases of people gaming the system and just saying, oh, my regular pet is my service animal, because they confuse an emotional support animal with a service animal, or they just want to have their pet with them, and it's a little shit, and it's just like, no, and it doesn't provide a service. You have people that ruin it for everybody else. And yes, laws need to change, but in the meantime, don't punish the people that need a service animal, that need mobility devices. Don't punish people who need them. Like, punish the person that broke the law, or excuse me, that made it difficult, not the, you know what I mean? So anyhow, we make it there, and they're like, yeah, you already have the mobility device, you don't need any additional accommodations. Okay, so we go to the first ride, and it's already packed by the time we get there, and whew, it set my mom off really badly. So, like I mentioned, two of her medications aren't working anymore, one of which is her anxiety medication. Or one of her anxiety medications. She's on a few. And it's just like, we decided, no, we're going to go back, and we're going to explain at length, because we tried to do the line. It did not work out. She almost had an anxiety attack in the middle of the line. We didn't wait as long in the line. We didn't wait as long in the line as they predicted on the app, because there's an app that tells you wait times for all of the rides. And okay, I think I need to go this way. Okay, no, we are not. Nope. Run. I didn't mean to do that. Run. Avoid the moose. So we went back, and it turns out that, hey, if you want to have another meeting so we can go over it all again, you have to wait a couple of hours. Okay, fine. So we go to the Nintendo world, or the Nintendo section, or Super Mario Land, and, to try and kill time. But Mom was obviously in a bad mood, which, unfortunately, when Mom's in a bad mood, everybody's in a bad mood. Which wasn't trying to be, but it was just like, we had to fight for the ADA accessibility. We had to fight, like pretty much the entire trip was a lot of proving that we had every right to be there. And when people are like, oh no, you don't, it was a big thing. Like, being disabled in public spaces, it's a fight all the time. And my mom, who is a very strong-willed, very independent, she used to be fiercely independent. She's not anymore because of her disabilities. But she was in law enforcement. She was a 911 dispatcher. She dealt with people in their worst moments, and she got them help. And that has been her entire life's calling, like helping other people, fighting for other people. And now she has to fight for herself, so she's always ready. She's ready to go. But it gets difficult when you always have to fight. And there are some days where it's just like, is this battle worth it? And me, because I'm so exhausted, and I'm just using myself as an example, because like there are times when I fail my mom. I do fail her. And I have to, like, to be introspective, to ask myself, did I fail her this time? Did I not fight hard enough? Or did I, like, part of my job is to de-escalate, because once you're frustrated to a certain point, and this is a universal thing. This isn't just if you're disabled. This is a universal thing. Once you're frustrated to a certain point, you don't hear anybody anymore. You're just ready to fight. And I need to de-escalate it so that we can have a solution, because unfortunately, if you're ready to fight, nobody's going to want to help you if you're fighting all the time. Nobody wants to help you. All right. There's violence coming. I know it. There's violence coming. Right? There's no violence. Okay. So it's hard knowing when to be like guns blazing, let's fight, and when it's just like, okay, I need you to calm down and let me handle this. Because one, I'm a people pleaser because I've been taking care of very strong personalities for decades at this point. And also it's just like, I don't want to say I'm a pacifist, because there are times when I'm ready to throw hands. They're few and far in between. But there are times when I'm ready to throw hands. If we ever get to a point where I'm ready to throw hands, you brought it on yourself. Because it takes me a while to get there. But when I get there, I get there. Where am I going? Okay, so I don't think I want to do that one. I think that might be, what's his face? No, we're going to go to the thing. So anywho, Mom was in a bad mood. So I didn't really get to enjoy Super Mario World. I did get my watch, Team Princess Peach, all the fucking way. And for half the day, Team Princess Peach was winning. We were winning. But after a while, it's just like, okay, we split up because Mom was in a bad mood. And it was kind of like making my brother and my brother's girlfriend upset because they spent all this money just so that we could be there. And she was in a bad mood. She kept comparing it to Busch Gardens. And it's just like nothing was working for us. Okay. 2B. Have you heard of Jupiter? Oh, yeah. Well, I did hear about that. So I'm figuring, okay, let me separate you guys. And then I will deal with Mom. We're going to fix the ADA thing, even though we wound up waiting a few hours. And they got a break from, Mom having a valid emotional response, but not everybody is used to dealing with that. So it's frustrating if you don't know what you're doing. Okay, violence! Yes, give me violence. Hey, motherfucker. I am a lady. So we finally get in, hang on a second. So we're wandering around like the same 3 worlds that we went to so that we don't see anything new without my brother, because my brother especially wanted to be the one to take us to each of the worlds at the park. Which was really sweet. And like, I didn't want his experience of being, of being kind and loving and, showing his gratitude. I didn't want it to be all in vain. So, managing emotions. What was that? Okay, it was just Pod. And then, eventually, we finally get back in. We explain that, hey, because of the ADA, like, questions that we were asked, we didn't realize, like, how triggering for my mother's claustrophobia and her anxiety being in that line would be. It was really bad. Like, we weren't just like lying so that we could skip the queue. No, that wasn't what we were doing. Like, it was like literally while we were waiting, she had to take an extra anxiety medication and everything. So we finally get there. Okay, I think that's the way I gotta go. But while we were there, this is where the fun part of the story gets. Or another fun part of the story. While we were there, and we're sitting in line, we're sitting inside. They have the heater on because, Floridians are thin-skinned and they're not used to the cold. Which, I can't blame them, but I like the cold. Hang on. Where's... Oh, that was the button I needed. But what... Oh, hi. S'mores. Okay. Hang on. Okay, so I think that's where... Yes, I'm going the right way. So, another person that was in the guest services was not happy. At all. Like, they were mad. As in, police were called mad. So, we're sitting there, and we watch as, like, 5 officers come in to escort somebody out of the building. And we're just like, what happened? Like, that was an immediate mood turn. Because just like, what happened? Apparently, they were also getting very angry because, again, as I mentioned at the start of this part of the tale, you have to be your own advocate when you are disabled. And unfortunately, and this is not me saying that this is okay, because it's not okay. Like, it shouldn't, in a perfect world, people wouldn't have to fight for their right to exist. And unfortunately, that when you're fighting all the time, you don't know when to pull back and when to fight harder. Unfortunately, this person fought harder and got the cops called on them. And it's just like, the po-po, 5 of them, just conga lined this man out of the building. Oops. Yeah, did I go the right way? I feel as if I'm following the wrong point. Oh, hang on, is this the... Oh shit, this is the wrong way. I swear, oh wait. Yes, it is. Oh, yes, I did go the wrong way. I swear, I am directionally challenged. So anyhow, they left. And then we get called in. And this time it's a new representative, front desk concierge. I don't know what his title was. And apparently he recognized my mom and I because he recognized Chip, which is my mom's medical alert chihuahua, who was like strapped to her chest, very cold. So he also is inside her sweater, and you just see this brown chihuahua's head sticking out, just with his tongue sticking out, because some of his teeth are gone. Because, you know, he's like 13 years old now. So chihuahuas are known for having bad teeth, and his teeth are gone. I finally know where the lock-on button is, but unfortunately I keep hitting that button and instigating combat with people that are friendly. So he recognized it, like, he was ecstatic to be the one to get us, because he wanted to get Chip. Because, like, customer service jobs fucking suck, because you have to deal with customers. And this gentleman was just so delighted to have Chip. Called us over. We expressed in full detail, like, okay, come on. Okay, I think I have to do it on the other side. So I'll have to get it on the other side. Oh, that is not the way I need to go either, is it? No. That's something else, but it's also got the thingamathing. So we get the adjustment for the accommodation, and when we finished, like, I asked permission. Hey, is it okay if I come around the desk so I can show you my phone, so you can scan all the codes and stuff, and we can get everything squared away so we can be on our way. Apparently, I'm the only person that has asked permission to essentially invade this person's space. So that's point 1 in my favor. And then after everything, we chit-chatted. I offered him a hug. I'm like, hey, you're having a very, there's the way I need to go. I'm like, hey, you're having a very stressful day. Would you like a hug? You know, because I give people hugs. And he was so happy that one I had asked, he did not accept the hug because, like, he was very protective of his space, which I totally get. But I'd offered it to him in case he needed one because, again, the cops were called to escort somebody away. Which, dude, really? The popo was required for one person? So I actually got free express pass tickets for our entire party just because I offered this person a hug. I mean, we couldn't use them for some of the rides. One of which was the Harry Potter Ministry of Magic section. And I think there was one more exception that you couldn't use this free Express Line pass. Which just like, oh, thank you. So we got free Express passes so that even though, because of my mom's, because they did update the ADA accommodation. So the way the ADA accommodation works is you select which ride you want to go on.
The Council of Humanity has a message for all of our brave androids fighting on the surface. It has been several millennia since the aliens and their advanced force, the machine life forms, attacked us. Millennia since mankind was forced to evacuate
blah, blah, blah.
the surface of the moon. But thanks to your continued struggle...
Dude, I want to be the one chit-chatting the whole stream.
You, our android soldiers, are the last hope of humanity. We look forward to your continued success in combat. Glory to mankind.
Okay, quick save. So anyhow, as I was saying,
I can't deal with your weird hobbies anymore.
Like I care what you think, jerk.
Okay, what's wrong, jackass? What do you need? Oh, hey there. Listen, just ignore this. Just ignore that guy. Selfish fool refuses to help me with my work. See, I'm doing a study on the excitement levels of androids while in battle. But I need to record combat data from the newest models in order to reach more steady conclusions. So, what you think? Fun, right? All right, good to know. Not everyone around here has this... Not everyone around this joint is a spineless hunk of crap.
Follow me.
Okay. So yeah, we finally get our pass, we finally reunite, and we finally get to do all the rides.
Jerk over there? I need you to get combat data for him. Science will pay you back for this, I promise. Now, fight!
Okay. Okay. Oh shit! I am sorely underleveled for this one. Okay, my nose itches. My nose itches!
Requested mission completed.
Oh, I'm fine. I thought I was underleveled for that one. Okay, I guess I wasn't. What level am I at? Shit. Okay, I prayed for her. I'm gonna retrieve your crap. So, the rest of our time at the park was great. We were there from 8 in the morning and didn't leave till 10. My feet were killing me. Like, my blisters had blisters. In fact, my pinky toes, I still can't feel them. I mean, that's probably because, again, degenerative disease, so my feet are still recovering. My body is still broken, okay? But I manage the park. So, oh yeah, see, I was level 10 and the motherfucker was 20. Alright. Oh man, oh man, oh man, that was great. Hey, did you know that android battle fever is actually quite similar to the human emotion of love? So, if we want to know what all those old human records are always going on about, all we need to do is let our fists fly. Makes this whole thing feel more romantic, don't you think? That's debatable. That is debatable. Adrenaline can tie in with lust. Not so much love. Right? Am I doing it wrong? I think I'm doing it wrong. I still don't have enough data. I could use some more help. Yeah, okay. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so I need you to wipe out those enemies over there without taking any damage. Like, at all. Zero. Zip. Nada. Now it's time to fight. In the name of science! Oh. Okay. I don't know if I can do that. Alright, we're gonna try anyway. Hang on. Am I doing it right? Nah. Hang on. I heard a grunt. That I think I got hit. Did I do it right? Am I fine?
Mission completed.
Did I succeed? That's what I need to know. Did I succeed? I heard a grunt, but was that a grunt because I got injured, or was that a grunt because I was just grunting? Yes, I love you, Yoragoons. I really do. Just look at all this data. Speaking of Yoragoons, I'm a bit surprised you types are so intellectual. I thought combat models would be a bit more dense, less thinking, more killing and all that. Frankly, giving you any kind of intellect at all strikes me as pointless. Alright, see you in a bit, Rydia. More data. I need more data. And you are going to help me, right? That's a rhetorical question, by the way. Still haven't had enough, eh? I like you. You've got guts. Metaphorically speaking, of course. I want you to take out those enemies over there in 30 seconds or less. Now it's time to fight in the name of science. If I can do that. I'm not sure. Fuck it, I'm gonna try. We ball. Okay, that time I know for a fact I grunted because somebody hit me. I don't think I did it. Did I do it? I don't think I did.
Requested mission completed.
I don't think I did it. I have no concept of time. Was there like, can you do it with like a timer next time? Holy crispy crap on a stick. Now this is data. Here, look at this. See this reaction? It proves that android brains contain an algorithm which allows them to derive pleasure from battle. That makes sense. That makes sense. Without that, we probably would have stopped fighting a long time ago. What a brutally efficient piece of evolution. It's possible that this is based on an identical pleasure center in the human brain. Man, those flesh bags really were something. Oh, that's a fair statement. That is a fair statement. So yeah. Made it through the park. I still hurt. I need somebody to come and crack me like a glow stick. I just need a teensy bit more data. Woman! You look like you've got nothing better to do, so give me a hand here. Excellent. You're the best guinea pig a gal could ask for. This should be the last bit of data I need. I want you to wipe out those enemies in 30 seconds or less. Oh, and you can't take any damage. Woman! Now it's time to fight. In the name of science. I'm going to fail this one. I don't think I'm going to get this one right. All right. Oh, they've got electrocuted shields and shit? I can do this. Ugh. Oh, there is a timer. Ah. Shit, I lost. Hey, this is not the time to start slacking off. I'll come back for you. You know what? I'm gonna come back for you. I need to wait till I'm overpowered. So anyhow, my mom and I did opt, because, you know, tax season being what it is, that I was just going to drive home immediately after the park. So we left my brother and his girlfriend, because we drove up separately. Because they were going to stay an extra day to do Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure. Which, you know what? You have fun. Like, you guys deserve it. It was a lot to have to, like it was a lot. Because, you know, being with your parents, regardless of how cool a parent is, like, nobody wants to, like, spend all their time with their parents as an adult. In a perfect world, you leave the nest and you only visit on holidays. But, oh, hang on. Ooh. So my 2.5 hour drive, because I was so tired and I was ready to be home in my bed with my dogs, which is the last misadventure of this story. So I made that 2.5 hour drive in 2 hours. I was ready to be home because, like, I wanted to be with my dogs. I wanted to not, I wanted my own room. I wanted my drugs, and by drugs I mean medication for my pain. I was ready to be home. And also the parts that had me debating whether or not it was appropriate to want to throw hands. So a friend of mine was supposed to be my pet sitter. They were supposed to stay at my house overnight, feed my dogs, walk S'mores, and it would be fine. The reason why I asked him was because S'mores knew him. So, as you know, my fur nephew is a rescue. And we don't know his whole story. We just know that he's gone through some shit. Like, weird noises freak him out.
Hello there. Hello? Testing.
Pascal? Is that you?
9S. Yes, it is me. Many apologies for the sudden transmission. I heard that you were searching for the missing child, yes? Well, if you would, please consider this a personal request from myself as well. Go find the child as quickly as you can. She's such a good little girl, and so fond of her sister. She's probably somewhere around the desert at the moment. That's where she's likely to find the dented plate her sister needs.
Got it.
Thank you so much. And
Okay.
please be careful, alright?
All right, we're going to save because I don't care who knows this. I will restart this as many times as I have to guarantee that that little girl gets home safe. I will reboot and restart. I just need to find us. Okay, no, I did save, right? Okay, hang on a second. We're going to go back and we're going to save. I don't care. We're going to go back and I'm going to rescue this little girl, damn it. So anyhow, I had my friend pet sit for me because, like I was mentioning, S'mores has gone through some shit. He is a nervous dog, and we don't know how he would react to having a stranger just show up without, one, knowing them, and two, having me there or my brother there or even my mom there to to make sure that everything is okay. That's why I asked this person. Explain to me why when we make it to the hotel, my phone gives me a notification. I check because I have Ring cameras on both of my doors. both my parents are in law enforcement. They don't play, especially my dad, who is, he is increasingly protective. I forgot that I could just save him. I mean, I did need a save point because I'm stupid. So my ring notification, I pull up the camera. Someone explained to me why there's this random person that I don't know smoking on my front steps. Apparently, he couldn't stay at my house by himself, so he had to invite some other bitch to my house. Now, keep in mind that I mentioned that I am barely functioning due to a lot of, like, my mental health is shit. Like, I present myself as a very happy-go-lucky person, but I'm not. I am struggling. So another reason why I chose this person is because if my house isn't perfect, like, they're not going to judge me for it. And part of me did feel bad because I felt like I was taking advantage of the fact that I know that he wants to sleep with me at some point. Like, I have him friend zoned, but he was willing to house sit for free, or pet sit for free, I should say. And in exchange, I do the bookkeeping for his business. So it's not completely for free, it's just kind of bartered. But the reason I bring that up is because, okay, you've been trying to sleep with me for years. Why did you bring some other bitch to my house? I don't know this woman. I don't know who she is. I have like a nervous dog that I don't know how he behaved. So he could have bitten this random person that I don't know. I'm sorry. And I see this and it's just like, okay. Yeah, that. Why is this random person in my house? And I feel bad that I feel like I was taking advantage. So part of me did, like, but then what? It's just a courtesy thing. Nobody asked. I was never asked. And it's just like, if my house was clean and you would have asked me, I probably would have said yes. Like, ask me first. Don't just show up to my house, a woman you're trying to sleep with another woman that you're going to sleep with in my house. And the thing is, polyamorous. Like, if I'm monogamous at any point, it's a happy accident, okay? But, like, why are you bringing some other person to my house when I've already expressed that I am self-conscious about the fact that I was not able to clean as much as I would have liked because my back gave out. Like, I physically could not clean my house more. And even though I'm the most able-bodied person in my house, I'm not that able-bodied. I am in pain all the time. Right now, I am in pain. My hips, my knees, I can't feel parts of my feet. Like, and yeah, some people will be like, oh, lose weight. No, I have a degenerative disease attacking my joints. I am in pain. So I wasn't able to finish cleaning. But if my house were cleaner, I think I would be less bothered, I think. If he would have asked me, I would have been less bothered. But it's just like, I can't go off because I'm in a situation where they're doing me a favor. If I go off, there's a chance that they will leave. And then my dogs are essentially left to their own devices. And yeah, I have pee-pee pads in the house for the little dogs. So if they don't make it out, they at least have the pee-pee pads, right? S'mores is a big boy. He can't just use a pee-pee pad. He needs to be taken out. Yes, S'mores, I'm talking about you, baby boy. So it's just like, I can't just like go off and chase them off so that I can get this stranger out of my house. Because in addition to the dogs, there are narcotics in my house because of my mom's medication, because of my brother's medication. Like, I don't don't know who this person is. What if she decides to go through the bedrooms and get all the drugs that we have in the house? My mom has a medical marijuana card. So she has pot in the house. So narcotics, pot. I have expensive ass game systems. My PlayStation 5 is still expensive pre-owned. Like, even if you get it pre-owned, it's expensive. My TV, my massive TV, expensive. I mean, obviously she's not going to run off with my TV, but still, like, I have expensive stuff in my house. Who is this stranger in my house? Because he had no problem leaving this person alone in my house so they can go to Dunkin' Donuts or whatever to get coffee. But it's just like, why is this strange person in my house? So I messaged them. So, like, I actually brought this up on Blue Sky. So I message him late. And like, hey, did you invite somebody to my house? He's like, yeah, they're just hanging out with me for a few hours. Okay. To come at it from a safety standpoint, because again, I did not want to chase this person off. They were doing me a favor. And I didn't want to leave my animals unattended, because the thing is, a thing can be replaced. And if any of the narcotics are taken, we just file a police report and we're able to get a new prescription so that we can get those medications replaced. Things can be replaced. My dogs cannot be replaced. I need to guarantee my animal's safety. So I'm like, okay. He's like, oh yeah, she's going to be gone later. I'm like, okay. So my plan was to stay up, and I'm like continuously checking the Ring camera. Okay, she's going to leave, right? I fell asleep, and I woke up around 6 in the morning. This bitch was still in my house. You want to know how I know? Because I'm watching her on my front step smoking, throwing her cigarette butts into my yard. And I'm just like, oh, yeah, s'mores, yeah. Watching her flick her cigarette butts into my yard. I was so mad. In fact, I'm riling myself. No! I'm sorry, S'mores. I'm sorry. He's trying to calm me down because I don't usually get this heated. But yeah, she's throwing her cigarette butts into my yard. And one of the stray cats that I feed, she's just like nudging the cat with her foot. And I'm like, you pet that fucking cat and you stop throwing your cigarette butts into my yard. Because I feed the strays. I walk my dog. I do not want any of them picking up cigarette butts. Don't throw cigarette butts into my fucking yard. So she's there early in the morning. But again, he left her there alone in my house. I don't know who she is. S'mores didn't know who she is, but he behaved himself. So he can go get the coffee. Like, not to be confusing, like, he didn't leave her alone the night before. He left her alone early that morning so he can get the coffee. And I'm like, hey, S'mores is a bite risk. He knows you because you maintain my yard. Like, because that I do his bookkeeping in exchange for him doing my landscaping. We have an agreement. I'm going to file his taxes. That's how I'm paying for him to pet sit. It wasn't until I reiterated, S'mores is a bite risk. That is why I had you pet sit instead of another friend of mine who is an actual pet sitter. I chose him because S'mores knows him. He's not going to bite him. He's not going to attack him. Oh. I'm sorry. I'm getting you all riled up. I'm sorry. Woosa. I think he's saying Woosa along with me. Okay, no, I think he just wants attention. You just want attention. So, he leaves with her in the morning after I'm like, oh, I thought you said she was going to be leaving last night. It's like, oh yeah, I just, it was really late, so I had her stay the night at my house. It's fine. It's fine. It's totally fine. It's totally fine. Nothing was stolen, so. Morris, can I help you? Do you need something? Am I egging you on, or do you want something? You gotta be specific. Use your words. Yeah. Fortunate, like, I don't plan on using the pull-out bed from my couch because he stayed on that instead of like sleeping in my room. Because just like, you are not fucking some other bitch on my bed. I'm just putting it out there. Just putting it out there. S'mores, go to the couch. But yeah, so that is the thing that happened. That happened. So that was part of why I what do you need? I might be wrapping up soon. I just want to rescue this little girl first before I wrap up. But like, I was speeding home and I shaved off 30 minutes of my drive time because I needed to check my house. I needed to make sure nothing was stolen. Everyone's medication was present and accounted for. The pot was where it needed to be because, again, when you have a medical card, there is a finite amount that you can have, and that is actually documented in a database. So if it was stolen, she wouldn't be able to get any more until next week. And yes, it's the end of the month, so she wouldn't have had to go too long without if it was stolen. But still, it's just like, the fates were in my favor. They decided, we're not going to have any cops on your route home. We are not going to have slow people on your route home. We're not going to have any accidents on your route home. You're going to have the smoothest drive you've ever had to Orlando from Orlando. You're going to have a smooth ride to get home, check your shit, snuggle with your dogs, and sleep in your bed that nobody else had slept in. Needless to say, I'm never sleeping with this guy. He has locked the door behind him as he was shoved into the friend zone. But yeah. And the thing is, it didn't even dawn on him to not invite a stranger into somebody else's home. Hey, sir, you're in your 30s. Like, I think he's older than me, so I want to say later half of his 30s. What made you think that it was appropriate, regardless of whether or not you want to sleep with the person or the homeowner or not? What makes you think it is appropriate to invite a stranger without asking the homeowner? That is the most important bit. More than anything else, the most important bit. Without asking. Why do you think it was appropriate to invite a random person over to somebody else's house? It's not your house. You didn't ask. Why are you bringing a random person into the house? Yeah. You remember how I mentioned that it takes a while for me to want to throw hands? This is one of the things that will get me throwing hands. Because don't mess with my animals, and don't mess with, like, the safety of my family. This jeopardized their well-being because, again, the medications that both my brother and my mom are on, not so much my brother anymore because he's a little bit more able-bodied now. Like, he doesn't need the pain medications or anything like that. But my mom has some serious medication. As in, these are like, you need to give an ID just to get them from the pharmacy. These are like... I checked every single one of the medications. I checked all the hidey holes where because I have like stashes, like for example, the intermittent medication, like the muscle relaxers, the pain medication, the ones that you don't have to take on a set schedule. They are like, okay, I have some in the living room and I have some in my mom's room, so that it's easy accessible, so that if it's really bad, you don't have to wait. Here's the medication. Oh, I was so mad. Oh, I was so mad. I was so mad. I checked all the rooms. I did a head count of all the tech. I was so mad. I mean, I didn't see her, like, I studied the ring footage. Like, okay, was anything taken? Is there a weird bulge in her pockets? I was so mad. I was so mad. Exactly, Rydia. Like, I think I wouldn't be as mad if there was at least some communication. Like, ask me. And it's just like, yeah, I'm annoyed that he brought another bitch to my house, to my domain. This is my fucking house. Do not bring another bitch to fuck to my house when you're trying to fuck me. Just like, are you fucking kidding me? I'm so mad. I was so mad. Oh, I'm still mad about it. I'm still mad about it. I'm still mad about it. So mad about it. All right, so let's rescue this little girl.
Is that?
All right, and again I say, if she dies, I will reboot and start over. Thank you. See, that's what a normal person would, that's how a normal person would feel. Shit. I forgot to make a separate save file. I did this to myself. What do you need, dearest? Hey there, are you the machine who came out here looking for spare parts? Huh? Who are you? Your sister asked us to look for you. She did? Really? Really? So, what do you say we head home? Ah, I was so scared.
Right. Let's get her back to Pascal's village.
Okay, hang on a second. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Is there like an auto feature? I think there's an auto feature, because I am not losing this little girl. I don't care who knows. I ain't impressing nobody. I could swear there is an, excuse me, there is an auto chip. Yes, here we go. Auto attack. Auto fire. Yes, we add in that. Yep. We're doing all the autos. All the autos. Auto evade. Oh yes, we're adding that too. Yes, exactly. We're doing all of the autos because I am not losing this very big little girl. Auto weapon switch. We're doing that too. I don't know if I'm doing this right. Okay. Did I get everything I needed? Oh, hang on. We have another auto. Okay, I think we're good. Think we're good? Yes, yes, we're doing this. Auto. Okay, auto. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good. I do not want this. Because like I don't want it to like auto save if she dies, and then I lose the opportunity to save her. Like I am doing all the handicaps. I don't care who knows. I'm in this for a fun time, not a stressful time. And I'm stressing myself out.
Lost out here anyway.
I was looking for my sister's part, but then I got scared.
Oh, come on now, don't cry. Did you at least find what you needed?
Yeah. She'll be happy, right?
I'm sure she will. But I bet she'll be even happier to see you back home, safe and sound.
Okay. Like there's got to be a way to ensure her safety. I hate guarding missions. Okay. I hate guarding missions so much.
No one made the desert. It's just an area that lost all its vegetation due to a lack of precipitation. This caused lasting changes in the soil, which means plants aren't able to... Soil? It's dirt. Ground.
Okay.
The stuff we're walking on?
Okay. All right. You stay away from her. You do not touch my little treasure. You stay away. You stay away from her. My little... No. Back away. Back away. You stay away from her also. Get away. Get back here. Okay.
Wind is just a force caused by changes in temperature and atmospheric pressure and... Huh. That's actually a hard question now that I think about it. Kinda deep, really. I mean, where does the wind blow from?
El Niño.
To be?
Don't know, don't care.
She's got a cute little pink bow, and I'm sorry, we've lost too many pink bows. Anything. Get away from her. She's safe? No, get away from her. Safe? Okay, she's safe. She's safe. Why is this so stressful? Okay, I will read chat in a second. I must make sure she makes it to the thingy safely.
Hey, mister, how do you make children?
Well, machines can't really make children. Neither can androids, now that I think about it.
Yeah, but how do you make them?
To be? Little help here?
Huh?
Nope.
You're the chatty one. Work it out.
Oh.
Mister, Mr. Wayne, you gotta tell me how you make children.
Wow, it's getting late. Let's get you home already.
So clearly, if they were to be able to have kids, he is not giving the birds and the bees talk. Back away from my baby! I will violate all of you! You stay away from her! I don't care! Okay, is she safe? Is she fine? Okay, she's fine. She's fine. She's safe. I swear, stress makes my nose itch. Okay, please, like, I think if I just get her to there, I don't have to walk her the rest of the way, right? Okay. Okay. Like, seriously, my nose is super itchy. Okay, are you safe? Is it good?
I know this place. I can handle myself now. Thanks, mister. Thanks, Scorpy lady. Oh, and here, you can have this.
Okay. Right, go on, little girl. Be safe. Stay safe, little one. Big little one. Okay.
Well, that was exhausting.
Yep.
Okay, they've decided that they don't want children. Okay, let me catch up on chat. Okay. Alrighty, so to answer your question, Chisandi, I always feel as if I'm saying your name wrong, and I am sorry about that. I think when you really try to make options like canon, it's just like, it doesn't really work, especially when you have like multiple story routes that ultimately amount to the same thing. Because like, I genuinely do think that like my version of canon, that's why semi-canon is like the word to use, because even though the emotional impact is canon regardless, it's still like preference. So it's just like, if it wasn't supposed to happen, it wouldn't be in the game, right? So we can say that it was most likely going to be, so what would most likely be the canon route would be probably the Aerith route. Simply because it's supposed to make it more poignant to realize that, and this is coming from a Cody shipper. Like, I am through and through, I don't multi-ship in Final Fantasy VII at all. But it's just like, oh, she was making plans for the future. She genuinely wanted to meet Cloud because up until that point, she was aware that there was some sort of limerence happening, and she was using Cloud as a stand-in and treating him like a stand-in for Zack. Oh my gosh, my nose! Like, she was using him as a stand-in. So she realized that she was not being a good friend, and she also realized that, hey, I don't know who you are as a person. I want to meet you. So it's supposed to make it a little bit more heartbreaking because she dies so shortly after. Spoiler alert if you haven't played Final Fantasy VII. Oops. Okay, I can't get there. Of course, there's a way around. Why do I keep doing it the hard way? S'mores! But at the same time, Tifa's story route is also just as important as far as the story goes. So because the thing is, like, the song for the original date was interrupted by fireworks, and that was the Cloud and Tifa date. So then it can also be argued that that one is supposed to be the canon date, because what, you're gonna have Aerith be two places at once? I know it's a hologram, so it's just like, it would make just as much sense that she's not supposed to be the sorceress Rosa for the story. It really boils down to preference, because the thing is, like, I see, like, it's not a good look to have Aerith be the one on the date, especially after, you know, going on and on about how Tifa is her best friend. And whereas in the case of Yuffie, it's not as, it doesn't have the same meaning with Yuffie, because one, Yuffie is a kid and Cloud treats her like a kid. At no point is there any romantic inclination, because she's 16 and he's 21. So while a 5-year age difference isn't that bad in the grand scheme of things, the younger you are, the worse it is. So, like, for example, a 5-year age difference between 20 and 25 is not the same as 16 and 21, if that makes any sense, because there's vastly different lived experiences. So you don't see this date as being like a betrayal of friendship or anything like that, because it's just like, oh, I'm taking my kid sister on the Ferris wheel, you know? That's what it kind of feels like. Even though you learn that Yuffie had a crush on Zack, and she brought up on Tifa's relationship with Cloud, and then in the case with Barrett, it's just two guys hanging out, also bringing up Tifa. So it's just like, because they keep bringing up Tifa, that kind of lends credence to the fact that Tifa was actually the canon date option. My nose is driving me crazy. I'm sorry. I'm still coming down from the stress. So it's... I think before Rebirth was released, I mentioned this on a stream. I don't remember if it was a stream with Stygian or somebody else, where I brought up that they had to be very careful on how they did the date, because unfortunately women are held to a higher standard than men are held to. And as a fandom, if you perceive a slight done by the female character, she will be crucified. So, especially in modern sensibilities, where a lot of women are very much a bra code, hose before bros, you don't stab your friends in the back, like there is a big push against male-centered women, because male-centered women aren't safe to be around, because they will put other women in dangerous situations. That is a fact. Never trust a male-centered woman. They are not safe to be around. And that's not just, oh, they'll steal your man. No, they can possibly put you in very dangerous situations. Just don't ask me how I know, because that is a little too much trauma for a stream kind of thing. So, anywho, having Aerith be a backstabbing male-centered friend would have her be crucified. The fandom would kill her faster than Sephiroth could. So the way that they did it, there was a fine line. They had to downplay the romantic just enough while still upplaying it enough for the Aerith stans, right? I did not envy that position that they were in, because there was no real way to portray that, because they had written themselves into a box, because they still had to honor the original story beats, while still like, oh, we worked so hard to fix the relationship between Aerith and Tifa, only to have Aerith turn around and try to like steal Cloud away. They weren't going to win, but they tried. I'm going to concede, they tried best they could. But yeah, so most of this, like OG, I think Aerith was probably the original intended date, because of that allusion to what would be the later reveal that Cloud is not really Cloud. Well, his persona is locked away, and this new version of himself, because he's essentially, I don't want to say he's catatonic in the way that we understand it, but by definition, he is in a fugue state. So yeah, fugue is the correct term. So when you are in a fugue state, you do change your personality. You have no idea what's going on. Like, you are a different person. Like, kind of like a spoiler. Like, if you go to my Patreon, you're going to see some of the research that I've done on the topic for the third part of Cloud's story. At least I think I posted it. I have to double check my Patreon. It's on my list of things to do. But anywho, with that in mind, I don't know. I know I said that I thought that Aerith's was the closest to canon, but the more I think about it, and given the dialogue and everything that happens before and after the date, like, Aerith is just repeating herself. Like, we already kind of had that discussion, so you don't need the date anymore for her. So I think Tifa might actually be the canon story route, especially when you look at the stress by the creators and everything like that, and it's just like, you need to get this date, you need to get this date. Like, they were like really keen on everybody getting the Tifa date. So given those outside influences, I think that kind of indicates what's the actual Rebirth canon, whereas the OG canon Aerith, I think, was the main date, even though the song was written with Tifa's date in mind. I'm gonna have to think more on it. But so circling back to your question, I think part of it is before you even really discuss it, is it going to be answered in good faith? So people that like, oh, this one is the only canon route. It's only this one. Only this one is the canon route. That's not the case. Your preference for the canon route, you can discuss that in or out of good faith. You don't have to be in good faith for that part. But if you were to discuss it on like almost like an academic way, I think, yeah, I'm gonna have to sit with it. But I know I originally said Aerith. I think Tifa is actually the canon route. If you had to play only one date scenario, that is the one you need to get, because it reveals more of the story and you get to see the depth of Cloud's attachment to Tifa. Whereas his attachment to Aerith is more, hey, play along, hey, play along. It's him playing a role, falling deeper into this persona, and because it's not good. Aerith is not being malicious. Like, don't nobody make a clip or a sound bite of me saying that Aerith is toxic or anything like that. No, she's not being malicious, but she is not being good for Cloud. Outside of any intention. Oh my gosh, my nose. Outside of any intention, she's not good for him because she is essentially asking him to play a role. And it's superfluous because we've already had, so the discussion of meeting him for who he is, we've already had that discussion in Gongaga. We've also had it leading up to Gongaga. And so that we don't need it repeated on the gondola. And then in addition to that, her asking him to play along is repeated so often, you don't need the date because it's just repeating what's already been discussed in game. So that kind of negates its canonicity. Yuffie obviously is not canon. Barrett is obviously not canon. The Shinra boys, obviously not canon. If you were to have like the one true canon. If that makes sense. Hang on a second. This is driving me crazy. Hang on. Oh. Ah. My nose is all red. I'm starting to look like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Which apparently they're all girls. All right, hang on. Let's see. All right, Rydia, why are you trying to get monsters and sneak up on me and hurt this little girl? Actually, hang on a second. Before I wrap up for the night, thank you so much for helping me, for sitting and listening to me rant, because I don't have a lot of IRL friends that I can rant about this shit with. Because it's like, y'all understand that I'm not like trying to be a Debbie Downer, but some negative shit happens in my life. Like random people showing up at my house when I'm not here. And like, I'm trying very hard to do the content creation thing. Thank goodness for software that helps me like pre-schedule everything. So like once I wrap up, I'm gonna plug this in so that I can like pull clips out, and I'm literally gonna schedule them all out way ahead of time. Like just schedule them out so that I don't have to do it one by one, giving you a peek behind the veil. Because your girl is aware that AI is coming for her job. So I'm trying to get situated and established in in content creation and all that. Rydia, I know you say this, but there are others that are... You may say you're an Aerith hater, which is... You're allowed to be. Like, nobody is perfect, and that's what makes them so great as characters. You are not her number one hater. You are not the biggest Aerith auntie. You are not. It is cute that you think you are. Honestly, the only thing you genuinely hate is her dress, which justifiable because we were robbed. She had a very pretty dress, and then they changed it. But yeah, you're not her biggest hater. You're really not. I think that title. Okay, hang on a second. I have not been in the discussion groups enough, so I don't know who actually is the biggest hater. But from what I remember, you're not the biggest hater. You know what? I hated her more in OG, like, but in Retrilogy, remake, I love her. Like, they did such a good job. Rebirth, if I'm right about my theories, I don't think I'm gonna hate her. But if I'm wrong, then yes, she would be worse than her OG counterpart. I will concede that. You know what? In Kingdom Hearts, she was actually pretty great. Like, outside of, like I used to say, outside of the actual game she came from, she was great. But inside the game she came from, she wasn't. But we'll probably talk more about this on Friday, because I do have a Final Fantasy Friday scheduled, so we're going to play more Crisis Core. Rebirth has the potential of doing an amazing job to revamp her character, especially with today's sensibilities of being a girl's girl, while still being understanding of the fact that she is very traumatized. There is some arrested development there. I have hopes for part 3 of the trilogy. But yeah, we'll talk more about that when we play, or when I play Crisis Core. We have 2 more chapters. I'm gonna do like groups of 2. So anyhow, before I forget, so I'm going to do my best. I've already scheduled the streams out through February. So every Tuesday, still streaming. I'm gonna try to anyway. I'm gonna try. I'm as committed as possible, given tax season being tax season. This Friday, I'm going to try to do the Final Fantasy Fridays stream, Crisis Core. And then the only difference in schedule, so the week of Valentine's Day. So it is going to be business as usual on Tuesday. Final Fantasy Friday is going to be pre-Singles Awareness Day, so we're going to be good there. And then that Saturday, Valentine's Day, I do have another stream scheduled, but we're going to play some more Infinity Nikki. There is a new story chapter dropping, and it is very sweet and girly, so pretty girly girl, romantic. We're going to be playing Nikki on Valentine's Day. I ain't got time to date. Tax season means that even if I did have a significant other to date, I wouldn't be doing anything for Valentine's Day. So Singles Awareness Day is going to be spent here. If nobody shows up, that is okay. That means you have a life and I don't. I will live vicariously through you. Because as much as I joke that about, oh, it's Singles Awareness Day and this, that, and the other, it's just like, it's a day. I'm not really that upset about being single, but it's for the vibes, for the fun. And if I do anything, it'll be the day after, because everything's on sale. I'm looking forward to the sales. Oh my gosh. Okay, S'mores. Okay. So S'mores is yelling at me. The reason we didn't have titty time today was because Yuki is with mom. So no titty time today, so you didn't get to enjoy Yuki today. You just had s'mores. I love you all. Thank you so much for joining me today. I will get better about my schedule. Shorts and reels and TikToks and all that crap scheduled for every day at 5. Those are all pre-scheduled. It's not me manually uploading them. I do not have that much time. I do not have that much time to do it manually. So yes, it is all automated. If you enjoyed any particular clips, just send them my way and I'll convert them to a short, reel, what have you. So that's pretty much it. I love you all. Thank you so much for joining me. If you want to say hi to me on IRL, I'm on Blue Sky. I don't do Twitter. But yeah. I have to see what the fuck is wrong with him. Of course, Morse.